This fantastic Eldorado fortress has lasted 36 years, but today might be the day that the walls finally come down. Hello and welcome back to another retro Lego video, and in this one we'll be having a look at the box, the manual, the set already built, and then I'll be doing a speed unbuild. So in that it will be fast forwarding through the set being taken apart, and then it'll either be uploaded in that order or I'll flip it so it'll kind of build itself in reverse. But we'll see, I might upload both versions. But yeah, moving on to this set, it's one that I had as a child. It's absolutely fantastic. It's Eldorado Fort, released in 1989. It's set 6276. It has 506 pieces, and it also comes with 8 minifigs, both pirates and imperial soldiers, and one of those is exclusive to this set, so I'll point that out when we have a look at the minifigs. Part of the pirate series, and just like, for me, the golden age of Lego. So what I'll do is I'll show you quickly the box and the manual, and then I'll bring the camera closer in so we can have a look at all the details and have a little review of the fort. Okay, so here's our manual, and as you'll notice, after I've built sets, I like to stage them as per the box. You've even got this guy kind of like looking up towards the crate, as the chest of gold as it's coming down. So we've got this really fantastic box. Again, that classic artwork, and on the back we've got some smaller alternative builds that are also really cool. So they're like almost like outposts, you can see on the back here. So much smaller builds, although for those who like this series, you'll know that they actually released like a smaller outpost set anyway, but it shows that you can make smaller builds. On the inside, we've got lots of detail again on the top cover, so you can see close-ups of the set and lots of stuff going on, it being built. And then down at the bottom, a nice touch is it's kind of like a treasure map outline around the perspex. So that's the box, and what a great size for displaying as well. And then moving on to the manual, we've got the same cover art here, and then I really like these next two. Again, this is like an smaller alternative build, but because it's smaller, it's absolutely kind of jam-packed with stuff going on there. And then you've got your build, which is kind of, as usual, your minifigures, and then you work your way up, and it's 24 parts all the way up to there. So what I'll do now is I'll bring you in closer and we'll look at some of the fantastic features of this set. Okay, so here you are all like nice and close to the fort, and I literally absolutely love this thing. Just everything about it, the size and scale of it, with the vertical scale, with all the ramparts bristling with cannons as any good fort should be. We've got sentries over here. We've got sentries down here moving around, we've got stuff going on and things inside. So let me just give you like that kind of outside look at it. So, and one of the good things is almost everywhere it's at the back looks great. So here we are at the front, and you've got, like I say, the little landing area for boats. Moves up the ramp to a set of doors that you can open and close for defensive measures. Up here we've got this gun that actually can pivot down into those areas. As we move up, we've also got another door that lets us into the tower here, and at the top, of course, we've got a sentry and the flag and one of these cannons. And these are the cannons that you can actually put the little black cannonballs inside, pull the bit at the back of the cannon back and actually fire them, which is brilliant. So we've got that there. As we move around, we've got again another cannon, easily moved with these little black handles here, which is quite good. Also we've got a spare sword to grab if we've got to go to hand-to-hand combat, and our sentry moving along here. Over to another rampart here, and this is attached to a piece of string which is just kind of locked in place in between 2 bricks, so you can hoist up the chest. Now this chest is actually full of the gold coins rather than the yellow ones, and you get 2 sets of gold coins in there, so they're certainly not stingy with the loot. As we move around, you can just about see inside the back here. We've got a jail beneath, so with that, if you're reaching and carefully open up, you've got a jail. And down inside you've also got like either a storage pit or a hold of some sort. So you open that up and it goes all the way down into the base, gives you lots of room. As we move around, let's have a look at the side of things. Again, we've got, even on the side here, we've got a gun looking out over there. Of course, our sentry can be positioned looking outside that way. As we come around here, you don't really have access into the jail. Well, you don't have access to the jail from the back, but you do have good access into this part here, because you've got the door on this side, so you can put people in there, and also access here that goes down into the ramp, so that's really handy. Nice little bit of detail from this side. I mean, look here with the palm tree coming out and all this kind of stuff. It looks really good. Little details like your torches up on the side here, and then we come all the way back round to the front. Really nice. Now, in addition to that, we have two little boats. So we've got the Imperial Soldier boat. There he is with his oars, and he's got his sword inside there. And what's really nice is, amongst the 8 minifigures, we actually get some pirates, because sometimes you just get one faction. So I actually really like it when you get both included, and you've got actually a nice selection. So you've got the pirates rowing up here with kind of your normal kind of shipmate down on the oars, but then you've actually got a pirate captain there with his hook, with his pistol. So, you know, trying to creep in and board secretly, maybe steal the gold. But that's really nice. And then for our Imperial Soldier minifigs, I just love the design of the Imperial Soldiers. So we've got our standard ones that are marching around. So they've got their red epaulets, they've got their backpacks on. Pretty much all of them are armed with a musket and a sword as well. And then you've got your officers. So down here we've got one of our officers here. He's got a sword and a musket instead of the rifle, and his yellow epaulets. Now, I mentioned that one of these was unique to this set, and he's up here. If I take him off, he's the Imperial Soldier Governor, and he's up at the top. His face is slightly different. Sorry about the focusing, but his face is different. He's got that lovely hat with the red feather, and he stands up there with his glass, having a drink, with his sword in hand, overseeing the fort. So only comes in this set. I think that's it for all the features. You got all this like nice brickwork detail, the way the yellow and the white all works together, the blue base. I just think it is a really lovely set. And at that point, because I'm having to rotate my Lego sets through display now rather than have them all out, I'm going to be going into my speed unbuild. So what I'll be doing is taking this all apart and putting it back in its box, and it will just be stored away just at the bottom for now until it gets rebuilt. So if you want to see that, it's something different, then we're going to go to the speed unbuild right now. Okay, that's about as good as I can fit the set in view. Of course, there'll be the second angle, the top-down view. I'll splice between the two. If there's anything of interest, I'll stop and point it out. But because this is a takedown and we've already done the review, there shouldn't really be that. So I'll just kind of smash through. I'll add the clock in the corner, and we'll see how long it takes. I used to love firing these cannons and then try and find where they went. Quite a nice touch on mine is that the gold hasn't actually been broken, it's still on its little tags. It's quite a rarity. forgot the base is actually really deep. See that? So you cover up half of it with this and you just leave the front as the bit where it goes in, and you kind of build over the back. And we stopped the clock at just over 28 minutes, and I can assure you it isn't that fast to build it. Yeah, so that's all done, and as you'll see, I was kind of organising things as I went, because before it gets boxed up, I'm going to do a parts check, make sure I've got everything. And I already spotted a couple of things as I went through. For instance, this flat 1x2 isn't a Lego. There's no branding on it. It's just a generic one. And also notice, for instance, on these grey ones aren't the original darker ones. They're that lighter colour. And there's also a couple of pieces, you know, on these ones they always seem to split at the bottom because they have that little line, and when you put it in you get a crack. So I'll be doing a full parts check and replacing those. But I hope you enjoyed this review of Eldorado Fort, a fantastic retro set, and maybe you stuck around for the speed unbuild and enjoyed that as well. There's absolutely loads of retro sets coming up, and there's a variety of other things I just haven't got around to. There's a massive robot down there, and there's a lamp downstairs, lots of really cool stuff. So until the next one, all the best, take care, and see ya.